Welcome back to the bubble, ladies and gentlemen, and Cossacks 3. Sorry that it's been a while since I did one of these videos. I just started my vacation from work a week ago today, actually. So it's a bit ironic that I haven't been better with uploading Cossacks 3 videos. So sorry about that. I will try to be better. But now we are going to dive straight into a replay of a game that I played together with Josh, who you know from his YouTube channel, of course, but also from our Discord. And it's a 4 versus 4 with 15 minutes peacetime. I don't remember if we had cannons activated. I guess that's something that we're going to find out eventually. And it's 5k resources, and like I said, it's 4 versus 4, so I won't be able to go through all of the players, I don't think, but because I still have the hotkey that stops the recording on my number 8. But we'll see. We'll check on most of them at least. So we're just not gonna see his or her point of view. But the funny thing is that when we started this game in the lobby, our opponents had all of them had more wins than we did, so they didn't want us to play these teams 4 versus 4 because they said it was too unbalanced in their favor. So let's check if they were actually right. Starting off with Vlad in our team in red in the front position as Ukraine, and then we can go down to me playing as Prussia. I guess, yeah, green, we can call it green. And in blue, we have Dimas playing as Switzerland. And in the bottom left, we have Josh playing as Hungary. And if we go to our opponents, their frontier player in orange, Rick, plays as Switzerland as well. And their pocket player in purple is Venice, led by Kniachkric. Kniachkric. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce that all the game, but Kniachkric. I'm sorry if I butchered that one. But in purple and playing as Venice. And their center player, Denista, Venice as well. A lot of Venice, it seems. And also in the top right corner, their blue player is Poland. So it looks like we will have the only player who won't be able to go to the 18th century with Vlad as the Ukrainian faction. But still, I hope it's going to be a fun game to watch. So let's just dive straight into it. And we're actually going to start from Vlad's point of view. And then I'm going to try to go through every player one at a time, of course. So let's just start it off. Starting off with 2 town halls. Okay, that's interesting to see from Ukraine. 2 town halls and a mill. I mean, these factions like Russia, Ukraine, Algeria, Scotland, Turkey, etc., they're a bit different. So I don't really know the best ways to start off with these factions. Like, what are the correct build orders to go from here? But I do know that he doesn't have a storehouse yet, so he won't be able to get his marketplace up and running. It's still gonna take a while. He needs a storehouse, going for the blacksmith, and then storehouse right below the stone excavation point. And that's, I mean, it's a good place for a storehouse. Not if you want to go for lumber, though. That wasn't really the right choice, but whatever. He's still going to get his market up and running eventually. Like 1 minute into the game, I already got mine, starting off with the second town hall and also queue up the third. And I do like the positioning or the layout of the Prussian town halls, because you could just put them on a line here. I don't really know why Ooh, that is snug. Very nice, very nice. Trying to build everything as concentrated as possible around the fields, of course, so they don't have to walk too far. And I've also found and built on the first gold mine, just now found the second right there. And we, of course, also want to find the third and the fourth. But I am already up on the 2 barracks, and most likely I'm trading to get the academy. There we go. If we go to Dimas in blue, he seems to be not falling behind that much on points, actually. But you can see that he has spread out his settlement a lot more. I don't really know why. I mean, you could argue that it's a good idea to put the barracks up front because your units don't have to walk too far or something like that. But usually I just want to put everything as close packed together as possible. And just now he got the market, so he will of course not get that advantageous trading rates for his resources. But I mean, you can work around that. I don't think the bonuses or the ratings bonuses are that high anymore as they used to be a couple of years back when it was absolutely crucial to get the first trades and also to make sure that you trade as at the most advantageous time possible. And also, he's gotten a coal mine and an iron mine. Just now have one peasant starting on gold. He has a second one right there. So might be not the most experienced player. Hasn't gotten the third town hall up yet either. But let's go over to Josh. See how you're doing, Josh. 1 barrack, 3 town halls, got the market, got the academy. Still missing out on 1 barrack. But I think he's going to try to go for like a fast 18th century or something like that. Or rather, instead of getting the second barrack, he's going to trade. He's going to use that 2.5k to upgrade his gold mines instead. So we can get like a head start on the gold production instead, and then the barrack is just gonna come later down the line, I guess. But he has found all the 4 gold mines, so he has that going for him. Let's go to our opponents and see how they're doing. Let's start off at the top right. How Komar is doing. He's Poland, which is one of those factions that I have a very hard time playing because their infantry isn't very good. Their cavalry, I mean, they do have the winged hussars, but they are expensive and they take a long time to train, and it's difficult to get them massed up in the early parts of the game. Also, a very spread out base, only 2 town halls yet, and they need to walk a long way to go to the food fields. And now it's getting the Diplo Center, so still not 3 town halls. Okay, has found all the 4 gold mines though, so he's got that going for him. Let's go over to Denista as Switzerland. 2 town halls as well. Am I the only one going for 3 town halls? Me and Josh, I guess. But also a bit more packed base here. More tightly packed, which is good. Although for some reason he is mixing musketeers with pikemen. I don't really know why. I mean, the pikemen could be good to guard mines, but I guess that's pretty much it, because you don't want to have to divide your resources up to upgrade both your pikemen and the musketeers. Rather just focus, go balls to the walls on one type of units is what I would recommend. But at least he's got the academy up and running. It hasn't found all 4 of his gold mines yet. Hasn't started building on them at least. So, of course, Josh, for example, is going to be way ahead when it comes to the gold economy. To the top left, we have Niachkrich. Okay, purple. Let's just go purple, Venice. 3 town halls. Way to go. Tightly packed base. The barracks are here in the front side of the base. Also training both pikemen and musketeers. What kind of meta am I missing here? Because two players have done that in this game. I do know that some other players do it as well, but I just rather go only musketeers, for example. Has found all of his gold mines though, so I think he's doing pretty well on that. Let's see which. Okay, number 4, so we can actually check his point of view. Has gotten the first food upgrade, hasn't gotten the wood cutting upgrade though, so he will be a bit behind when it comes to the stable production, although he has already peasants harvesting wood. Decent positioning of the storehouse if we want to go there. He's also built on basically all of his mines, so he's done a very good job there. 30 peasants on gold, that means that he hasn't upgraded all of them. Has upgraded 2 out of 4. Okay, so I think he's gonna work on that pretty soon as well. You want to go up as fast as possible to at least level 2 on your gold mines, guys. You gotta get there as fast as possible, because otherwise you're gonna get crushed later down the game. And you don't have to go like completely crazy like Milkman usually does and goes like 72 or something on his gold mines, because his economy is usually absolutely insane. And he also plays very good, so I mean, maybe those things come together. Let's see what he decides to recruit from the Diplo Center. So far, nothing. But I would guess round shears, to be honest. Starting with the Palisade as well. Looks like he's going to get a pretty tightly packed base, which is great. His mines aren't too spread out. One of them could have been like here, for example. Yeah, he went with the round shears. Good choice, good choice. If we go down to Rec, as Switzerland as well. Let's see, can I check his point of view? No, I cannot. He's Oh, I can. Okay. So, let's check. Yes. He has 2 stables up and running, so that's good. He's got all the food upgrades, got the wood cutting upgrades, so he is going to do a great job with the stables, and also good positioning of the storehouse. A lot of peasants on wood. It says 0 up there, but I don't trust that one bit, because we can see right here that it's more like 43 actually working on wood. So I don't know why these things aren't really tagging along. We can see it for the mines, but not for any of the other resources, which I find weird. And I mean, that stone storehouse could have been there instead, for example. But I mean, that's no big deals if we compare to the other players in this game. He's doing a solid job, I think. Also trying to keep his base a bit more packed. And these town halls, you might feel that it's weird putting them below the fields, but the thing is, they can drop off food at this top corner instead of going all the way around to the mill. So it's not that bad of a positioning. You just need to make sure that you set the spawning points from the peasants exactly at this corner where they're going to drop off the food. 3 stables. Oh, feels like Orange is really gonna be a difficult player to face. Just now got the Diplo Center up and running, and I'm guessing round shears. Are we gonna see the round shears? I'm guessing that we will. But also, a lot of Dragoons, a lot of Musketeers. Haven't gotten the harness yet for the horses, which is good, although he's not that far away. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that very, very soon. Now he's up to 5.1, 5.2 in iron, 5.3. And I'm thinking we should see the harness within a second or so right now. He's doing very good on food and wood as well, actually. Don't really know what he's focusing on right now. Oh, we actually got one of the stone excavation upgrades. But I mean, it's always difficult to like realize what you have to focus on. There are so many different aspects to focus on. Also, we can see that the Palisade isn't completely built. He isn't completely surrounding his base with palisades, and that means that we have a little gap for us to harass in. Still just massing up on resources, not getting the harness. Okay, let's not look at this anymore. Another interesting thing that we can see from Josh is that he left a little gap here in his palisade. I don't know if he was meant to do that, but I mean, it's not a bad choice, actually, because units are going to come for this little gap, and he will have the hill advantage, which will give amazing range to his troops. He does look like he is a little bit behind on... There we go. Little bit behind on cavalry, though. He does have... Oh, right. He's going with hussars. So I'm guessing that we have capture on, actually. Capture and artillery might be on. He has a cathedral. He's getting the artillery depot. And I'm guessing that he's going to try to go for the 18th century as soon as this little sucker is built. Also, to make sure that we don't run out of population space, getting a bunch of dwellings. Better get it too early than too late. That's for dang sure. So he isn't that far behind on cavalry. He just doesn't go for the dragoons. Instead, he goes for the hussars. And that's interesting stuff with Hungary, because you get fast cavalry in the 17th century. And so you can harass a lot better, a lot sooner. And they also recruit a lot faster than the winged hussars from Poland, for example. But he is starting to make formations out of his units, putting them on this little hill, and we'll see... No, we can't actually make artillery. So maybe we have capture on, but no artillery. Because that would be the only reason for making Sish Cossacks. But the Palisade is up and running. I'm starting to send all of my troops to Vlad, because I'm guessing that he's going to be the one who is going to be the most, like, vulnerable. And I also got Sish Cossacks for harassments, I guess. And the peacetime is up, and it looks like we will very soon be seeing the first battle. And the Serdyuks are in a little square formation in front. I come with Dragoons in the back. But the thing is, we don't have any round shears to back us up here, really. I started sending a whole bunch of... rather, Vlad sent a lot of light infantry to try to clear it up. But fortunately, it looks like we have the superior firepower to just deal with this problem right away. Which is great for us, of course, because if he would have wiped us out, that would not have been good for us at all. So it was very smart of Vlad to get the light infantry out and running. You'll get them very quickly, and they're not that bad compared to round shears, actually. So we managed to push them off here, and we can see that there is a gap already in this wall. Can I see... We haven't gotten the balloon yet, but we can see that Josh is already attacking Rek's base. Rek, for whatever reason, pulled back a lot of his army to the back of his base, and that gave a reason or an opening for Josh to move in. But it don't know if he has enough troops because he doesn't have any round shears to protect his musketeers. But he is more centered though, so he will be much more efficient in shooting. But this is gonna be an even one for sure. And it looks like Komar might have already GG'd out. No, he's still... It looks like he is actually GG'd out already. That's too bad, actually. That's too bad. Oh, but we also have one who checked out. Dimas. G'd out very, very early. So then it's a 4v4 turning into a 3v3. And here we have a hillside advantage. I wonder what's going to happen there. In the meantime, I'm trying to send some Sich Cossacks around to harass. Just capture the mines. Yes, capture the mines. Destroy them as fast as possible. Just deal as much damage as I can to their economy. And also I can capture peasants. And of course I'm doing that. I wonder if I'm going to use them for anything though. No, I just suicided them right away, and I haven't started building a second civilization, so I'll just keep sending all of my troops to this little hill that's bordering on, I think it's Denista's base, right? Yes, Denista's base. But if we go back here, we're still just massing up over there, and in the meantime, we are having a battle for the base of Rek, who is on 0 points right now. He still has... Looks like I managed to wipe out a lot of his mines with my Sich Cossacks, but they won't be able to fight for long against the purple army. But here we have another battle. For whatever reason, I started moving down from the hill, which is of course something you do not want to do. You do not want to give up this range advantage that you have standing on a hill or on a mountain. But fortunately enough, it looks like we just had the numerical advantage to be able to push them down anyway. So it's not something you should learn from necessarily to move down from the hill. If you have that advantage, just make sure to hold it and stand there. But we did manage to wipe out Denista's army, and now we're starting to go to work on the gate to penetrate his base. And it doesn't look like there will be any reinforcements. We just keep moving, and I want to see if anyone... No, we still haven't gotten any balloon. None of the teams have gotten any balloons yet. But we're just gonna push in, straight in for Denista's base. Unfortunately, that means that we are kind of leaving Josh out to dry here. But we're hoping that he's going to be able to protect his base while we just wipe out as many opponents as we can. And there is a GG from Denista as well. We can see that because all of the buildings started burning and mines self-exploded, etc. And that is a sign of surrender. So now we are down from 4v4 to, I guess... 3v2, 3v1, because purple looks like it's the only one who's actually strong right now. We have another battle going on here, just a little smaller skirmish, some round shears coming from purple, but he does send in some dragoons with some firepower as well, but they will not be able to do a good job against the Serdukes, because the Serdukes are ridiculously strong. It's expensive to upgrade them, but they are still very, very strong. And we also see units dying, suiciding from purple, and I'm guessing that that is a GG from our opponents. So it was kind of funny that the lobby before said that it was unbalanced to their favor, so we were the weaker team. But, I mean, me and Josh communicated throughout the whole game. He did a great job with the early aggression on orange, and I mean, me and Vlad managed to push early aggression on Komar, I guess, was up here. We managed to push him out of the way pretty easily, and then Denista was just up for grabs for us afterwards. Even though we lost Dimas pretty early on in the game, it was a fun one, and it was not a very long one either. I don't even think it's a 20-minute recording. So I hope you enjoyed watching it. Any tips or tricks that you might have found, feel free to write them down in the comments below. And as always, feel free to join the Discord if you want some friends to play with. Then we are there for you. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and take care. I will see you in the next one.
The Weird Bubble.